Hello everyone, good evening. A warm welcome to the International Fabtalk family. And today, my best friend, Ms.Priyanka Arora from Uttar Pradesh, a life designer, a relationship coach, has agreed to join us today to give her time and to inspire us with some teachings, something very new connected to NLP. It is called as the PIP, the pre-installed psychological needs. That is a new concept for many of us, including me. So we'd like to know how she is going to train us and get us into that thought process where it's going to impact our relationships, our daily lives. Let's get to know more about it. Dear ma'am, welcome and thanks for giving your time and energies to the International Fab Talks. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much for having me here again. And it's my great pleasure, like always, to be here to learn something from this platform and inspire the all audience which are watching us, so that we can spread the goodness what I have learned from my mentors and what I have learned from my life experiences. Thank you once again, ma'am, for having me here.
Thank you, dear. Stay blessed. And thank you for giving all of your time for us today. We're really eager to know what it is. But before that, I'd like to introduce you in a little way, in an official way. That just take a minute. Yes, dear? Yes, thank you.
Please, ma'am.
Dear friends, it's our duty to introduce our guest in an official way. Of course, on a friendly level, I have introduced her, but it's my duty to introduce her in an official way. So let's get to know more about Miss Priyanka Arora. She is the mashal. As I say, like she is holding that torch for all the young women out there. No matter what's your age, she's there out for you, especially the young women who don't know how to take the right decisions in their life. She wants to train you on how you can be safe in your relationships, how psychology works in your life. She would like to train you and make you understand. She is called as the life designer. She's also a great relationships coach, and she teaches you how to maintain a good relationship and how to come out of toxic relationships. And she's on a mission to awaken 2 million women, irrespective of age. She wants 2 million women, irrespective of age, class, creed, nationalities, boundaries. She would want you to get inspired and come out and live a life of financial independence and success. And dear friends, she loves to rise like a phoenix, and she wants to see all the others around in the same fashion, not to drown in your sorrows, but to rise like a phoenix and again jump up high in the sky and create vibes, positive vibes for you and your family and your country. She says, be fearless and be the king or the queen of your life. She wants each one of you to just be you and, of course, give your very best. She's out here with us to share a beautiful time. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the kind words and spreading my vision and mission in your beautiful words. Thank you so much once again for that. And yes, we are here to uplift everyone. We think that we are uplifting somebody, but actually the secret is when we take a step ahead to uplift someone, we have to raise ourselves first. So it's wrong to say that I'm doing it for somebody else. Actually, I'm doing it for myself. And that is the actual essence of today's session, which is PIP, in relations and life with NLP. This is my one of the favorite topics because it is the foundation of our life, of our relationships, where on these values, on these essential tools, points, the relationships are revolving. And when we do not have the knowledge, the awareness of this minute secrets of brain, the needs, the being which we are made up of, the knowledge, the life is incomplete. And that is why we fail to understand the people around us. There is so much toxicity. And recently, I have worked with few people and I have recognized, I have found out that it's wrong to say somebody toxic. Actually, there is no one who is toxic in life, toxic in their life. We can say that they are deficient in vitamin W. They are deficient in vitamin A. What is that? Vitamin wisdom. They lack wisdom, and that is why they turn into toxic. They have never embraced it. They have never accepted themselves as they never wanted, they never planned to be toxic. The life experiences, not getting any acceptance, not getting any kind of a opportunity has turned them into toxic behavior, and nobody has shown them the mirror. They have not got the right wisdom where they could understood that yes, I am hurting for other one, I'm a roadblock for somebody else, like as we discussed in our last NLP session, that we also can be the roadblock in somebody else's life. And when somebody can give them that education, they are going to let go of that toxic, that envelope. They are not made of toxicity, even they are made up of love. So the first step towards learning PIP, which is the pre-installed psychological needs, the first step is to accept. Let it be any toxic person around you in the home, around you in the work culture, first let's accept them. Again, we are going to learn so much, and I'm also going to learn again with all of you. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to share the PPTs. As ma'am said, I'm Priyanka, the live designer, and you can contact me on sps.dreamland@gmail.com. Here we can see a list. There are 6 main categories of pre-installed psychological needs, which we call as PIPs in NLP. So let's go one by one with name, and I'm going to talk about all of them in detail further. The first is certainty. Certain people are wanting a need to have a certain life, and that they fall in the domain of certainty. The second is uncertainty. Certain people like newness, they fall into this category. The third category is of significance. Sometimes we see that we know so many people who don't want any credit for anything. And on the other hand, we see people who immediately want some credit, some name in return of whatever good they have done. So they fall into this category. The fourth category is love and connection. Sometimes we see there are so many people who actually heal us, who connect with us all the time, and they are the healers, they are the caring people of the society, of our friends and family. So they fall in this category of love and connection. These are the needs basically, and we are going to go forward with details of each one. The fifth category is contribution. As we can see in today's world, which is self-centered, which is fast-paced, there are so many people in this life on this planet who need something. And we can see by the help of social media and our knowledge, and when we look into the history, there were so many people who worked for the social cause, and they contributed so much to the society, and they fall into the category of contribution. Growth, very, very essential part. All of us are getting ahead in life because we have this need, growth. That's why they are going ahead in life. Sometimes we see that in Olympics, in sports, or in business, people fall so many times, but they bounce back. And this is the need they have in abundance to go ahead, grow in any which situation. And this category is called as growth oriented category. So moving ahead, one by one, we are going to go. There is a disclaimer. There is a starting point that, everything, all the needs, all the 6 needs are there in us from the birth, and hence the name pre-installed. So we have, when taken the birth on this planet, we already had this need in us, all the 6. And when we have seen that, when we have all the 6 needs with us, there are the first two, which work on priority, which are the top two, and these two needs rule our life. In more or less percentage, we have all the 6 needs in all of us. But the two needs rule our life, and when we can know that they are there with us, it's very easy to design our life. Going ahead with the first PIP, which is certainty and security. So as we can understand with the pictures and with the names as well, certainty, these people, the people who have this need as top two or top, the first one, they always operate from the space of security. It is found that in a research that 85% of people who are not happy with their corporate life, with their job style, with their 9 to 5 job. And when they were asked what is the reason, they say that we are doing it because that there is a security attached. After 30 days of rigorous work, they have that happiness point of getting bulk of amount, that handsome money coming to their account every month on the same day. And this gives them a sense of security and certainty that I don't have to struggle in different varieties of forms, but I'm going to get my portion of abundance. And they are going to do any job, maybe which is not aligning with their hobbies, their interests, and their real passion. So these people operate when there is a lot of money. And sometimes they want only the security of life, a secured life. They enter into the comfort zone. And that's why I have the second picture to showcase that these people like to be in the comfort zone. When they get their job, they don't want to find out something new. They don't want to find out anything higher which they can achieve because of their capabilities and potential. They are just good to go with whatever they have got. So these people fall into this category. For example, when a father is of this need, he will get his daughter married with a person, with a guy who is having lot of money or secure job. This father is not going to get her daughter married to a person who is like unstable in business, who's not financially free and not having any security of business or job. So this is the idea how we perform into our relationships and how the PIP really works in our life. Now, next, as we saw that the next PIP is uncertainty or variety driven people. As you can see, we can see in the visuals also, these people are adventurous. They love traveling. They want anything which is new. They would like new clothes. They would like new places. They would take risks. They will not like that comfortable, monotonous life, everyday life. They are not going to cherish that. They want some newness. They want some, good new relationship, good new friendships to make, so that they will have that thrill, they will have that adventure of life, maybe by going outside the city or maybe meeting new people or going here and there will add a flavor into their life. These people are falling into this category who are having dreams. They want to do something big and they are not worried it can come true or not. They believe in their dreams. They are very free-willed. So these people come into the category of uncertainty and variety. Not to target any audience here. This is also seen according to the research that these people, and of course it is not applicable for each and every couple and each and every married person, sometimes it is seen that certain partners, sometimes after a long period of time, they get bored with the same partner after a few decades. So they try to have another relationship outside the marriage. So those people also fall in this category where they want to find newness, something new spice in life, something new phase, a new bit of relationship. They would like to do that. But of course, the percentage is very less. Everyone cannot do that, but those people fall into this category. Moving ahead, significance. The third category of PIP is significance. As we can see from the word, they are into the power. It can be negative or it can be positive. To create good impact, to start something that nobody has started in the world, to create an impact in the world, to have significance, to have authority. Certain kind of people come into this category. These people, as we say that, we cannot say anything negative and positive, but they are influenced by creating a significance for themselves. They are the celebrities. They want to be popular. They want to be famous among the people. They want to be in the headlines. They want to rule, and they want to create good positive impact in the world. On the other hand, when this trait, this characteristic is there in a poor person, for example, a guy in a slum. Now, if this PIP, this pre-installed psychological need is so much dominant in a boy in a slum, so what he's going to do? He's going to find a cigarette somewhere and he's going to smoke just to show that I'm someone special. I'm someone very, very popular, famous, significant. Or maybe he can use some weapons to create that significance, to create his name in the village that I have done something. Because if somebody is not giving them that attention, he is going to take the negative route, negative way, wrong way to find it if this PIP is stronger in this person. Also, it is seen that in the families where old age people feel neglected, now they are retired. Now, maybe the children are not able to talk to them because they are themselves very busy. The grandchildren are busy in their own hobby classes and studies, and nobody is able to give them time. And the children are making decisions, the important decisions. So now what can happen? These old age people are going to be irritated. They stay not connected with the family. They stay annoyed. They stay angry to show that I am someone significant. You have to give me that authority, that power. They are missing that power that they used to have 10, 20 years back. So this is because of their need to have significance, to have that fame all the way in their life. Going ahead for the PIP number 4, which is love and connection. These are the people who will always call if somebody is sad, depressed in their friend circle. They will be the ones who will connect with everyone. They will be the ones to care for everyone. And they will be the ones who will send away the gifts, the greetings, the wishes for the festivals. They are the keep caring people of the communities. They will always be making fun, having fun, enjoying life, celebrating life, and they just want to spread love and to be loved. Even if nobody asks them for any kind of a favor or any kind of a help, they are ready to do that. They are ready to give their hand to help, for hand holding, for giving a listening ear to somebody. And they're always feeling fortunate that they could help somebody. So these people fall under love and connection. And as we know that when it is prominent, it is there in everyone, but when it is prominently present in somebody, in a person, those people, connections, beautiful relationships where there is lot of love, lot of care, lot of respect, and lot of harmony, in the relationships. And they are mostly found with clubs, communities, NGOs, and stuff like that. As we are going ahead in our session, PIP number 5 is contribution. Living with purpose. As we see, as I already spoke, that there is so much crime, there is so much poverty, there is so much lacking in the world. But there are certain people who go out of their way. They just want to give something from their end, their time, their energy. They will go and give their free time to an orphanage. They will work for a mission to do something for the blind people. They will have a mission to talk to the old age people. They will think that let me make my life worthwhile by giving somebody the love they deserved. They always feel that the world is one family and they just love contributing, even if it is not allowing them to take out their time from their family and business. These are the ones when this contribution is not there in their life, they feel incomplete. Maybe they are very successful. Maybe they are very, very happy in their own family. There is a lot of love, beautiful partner, amazing children, a lot of success. But they have to contribute somewhere in the society in a form of NGO or in a form of help to the society, in a form of donations. They want to make a contribution. They want to contribute for the wellness, for the any kind of a abundance that they can create, any kind of a relief they can give to somebody in form of a social service. So these people fall in this category. Of all success. As we all know, we were always growth oriented. Regardless of the passion, regardless of the interests we had, we always wanted to grow. Only because the friend is doing that. My friend is going ahead there. He's getting that project, he's getting that assignment, and I also want to do that. We all were like that when we were in our growing years, in our learning years. And as I said already, we all have a bit of all the 6 needs. But these people, whenever they are at the number 1 level of the world, they still want to go ahead in life. They still want to break their barriers, their own records. And we see such kind of people who are breaking their own records in these world records, in the Olympics, in races, in sports, business, and the list goes on. They are not satisfied. These people are not satisfied with their own knowledge, with their own wisdom. Whatever knowledge they have collected till now, whatever life has taught them, they are going to innovate something more from that. They are the innovators, they are the creators, and they never stop. They keep on going, they just keep going ahead in life, and they want to go excel and touch the next level of their life. They have only one competition in the world, and that is they themselves. On the other hand, when we talk about personal achievement, personal growth, what I am, who I am, and what is the purpose of my life. So when a person turns inwards and they want to know more and more about human brain, about themselves, they turn inwards and they cut off from the world, outer world, and they become like saints. They want to know more about themselves, what exactly the human mind is, like the monks, the saints, and they are mostly interested in knowing how they work, what is again left to know about their own personality. So growth is both in professional field as well as it is in level of wisdom when it comes to personal level as well. As we can see, we have so many grannies old ladies who are not working anywhere, who are not in business, but they are always into knowing more and more about the world, being in touch with the news, the current affairs, and knowing something about more about the ancient scriptures, always craving for more and more knowledge from any which ways. So these people come under growth. Again, the essence, the real essence, we knew everything, all the categories. Your vibe attracts your tribe. So as we see that if we go somewhere and there are certain children who like sports, when they get the vibes, they will understand with the body language and they are going to come together. We will see that if there is certain amount of that, if somebody is a writer, somebody is a poet, we will attract those people. We will have few friends who are a poet, few mentors who are a poet who write nicely. So sometimes it is always that our vibe attracts our tribe. It happens in the universe also. It is always with us to attract us, make us come closer with the people who are alike us. And very, very important to know all this, that it is the basis of relationship. It is the basis of awareness, how we can go ahead in life.
Yes, dear.
With this, I have explained the deed of PIP in relationship and in life. And I would like to know your feedback, any query from your end, ma'am.
Yes, dear. Ma'am, it was a brilliant session, ma'am, and I've got to know so much. I was impressed with the last one, especially the moment we get to know ourselves deeper. We don't want to connect with the outside world, the growth part, where it could be personal business growth, it could be even wisdom. You could concentrate on how the human mind works. That's really very nice. You very well explained. The entire PPT presented was really excellent and apt to the, what you were explaining. That was really very nice, ma'am. I have a question. How do you think you would try to put this answer to this question? PIP, that is pre-installed psychological needs. How would it benefit people in their business, maybe in their relationships, in life? Like I put all the three questions in one. You could just first explain maybe in business and then maybe relationship and then in life. You could take it in that way. Yes, dear.
Right. Wonderful. I really liked your question, ma'am. Thanks for asking that. Yes, definitely. Why we are learning this? So that we can utilize this knowledge somewhere. So when we are into a business, for example, a person is an employer. Now he has to understand in the form of certain questions, or maybe like the candidate has done certain things in the past. The questions, maybe he has loved traveling, or maybe he talks a lot, or maybe he has done certain work in the social work and volunteered somebody. So it is clear indication that this candidate loves to work. It is clear indication that this employee is going to go out of his way to do something for the company. On the other hand, if the person is growth minded and you can see small age, he has done so much, has learned a lot, maybe so many languages, or maybe life mastery, or maybe a certain different kind of domains of skills, you will understand this person is from growth mindset. Now, how can we put that? For example, the person from uncertainty, you know that they like to take risk. They have started some startup and that didn't work, and they have come for your appointment, for your interview. So that person likes to take uncertainty in life. So you can give them a job which is related to creativity, something related to colors, something related to the designing of the office, the designing, like something architecture, some designing of the apps, designing of the landing page, certain kind where it is like they want new, they want something new every time. Or maybe that field, like salesperson, sales executives, or going and showing your presentation somewhere else where they can change their atmosphere, not that office 9 to 5. They just want to go out somewhere, out of station, or maybe in the same city they want to travel. On the other hand, when we see that a person from Lakshan, if we come to know with a set of questions that, okay, she or he likes to be with family, you always see them with family, celebrating festivals together, always going, hanging around with friends. So that person is operating from love and connection. And then you can put them into the category of sales call, into the category of counseling, into the Yes, so we were talking how we can utilize this PIP in our real life circumstances. So when we take the instance of a business, being an employer, it is very important for you to understand how your candidate is. With the help of right questions, you will ask the candidate and understand to know their first two PIPs. For example, if the candidate has been involved in NGO service, social service, so that means that candidate can really go ahead more from their out way of life to serve your company in a beautiful manner in the service. And for example, if they have been, you have been seeing them, hanging around with friends, celebrating the festivals with the family, and you can see them enjoying always with the people around them. That showcases that they are operating from the need of love and connection. So it is right to put them into the sales team, to put them as a business consultant so that they get to talk to somebody, because they are going to enjoy that. They are going to enjoy, cherish that connection between the clients and themselves. So we can always put them into the right place. And when we can see that the person is very chirpy, very vibrant in behavior, very outward, we can put them into traveling jobs like field trips, like going somewhere, getting the orders, showing the presentation, which can include newness and traveling. So when we use PIP and when we have the idea about it, we can utilize it in a better way in the business.
Yes, dear. Thank you, ma'am, so much for sharing all of that. It was really very interesting, ma'am. Although there's a slight technical issue, but your voice is very clear. We've got the message across, ma'am. How do you think we could benefit from PIP in our relationships, from pre-installed psychological needs? I would really like to know that personally, and as well as for our guests and our audience as well. How could this influence our life and better our life?
Yes, definitely, ma'am. Very, very important part of life where, the life is actually based on beautiful relationships, harmonious relationships. So when a husband and wife should sit together, they should understand the need. Sometimes the husband is like certainty. They like just certainty, the security of life, and that's enough for them. But the wife wants traveling. She wants the newness, or maybe she's from growth mindset. She has that PIP of growth and she wants to study more. She wants to go ahead in life. She wants to do some courses. So in that part, the husband should understand that she has that PIP of growth and newness, of uncertainty, of variety in life. So he can adjust with her and take her to new places, support her learning something new, working somewhere, or earning, stuff like that. If she is from contribution, or maybe the person, the main partner, the husband is of contribution and the wife is of different need, she should understand that that need is very, very important for him to fulfill. She should leave him for few hours in a week or few projects where he can go and he can find that it is very, very essential for him to complete those tasks and be harmonious in relationship. And the same applies for children as well, where we can change ourselves so that it is very, very important for us to put our children, to understand our children if they are growth mindset. And if they are love and connection, we should send them for meeting their friends, to go ahead for traveling. And when we do that, when we help each other to complete, to fulfill their needs, psychological needs, they also do the same with us. So in this way, it's going to help in the relationships.
Wonderful, ma'am. That's really very nice. Thank you so much for sharing all of that and giving us a clarity on that. Ma'am, the next and the last question for today would be, how could this influence our overall life?
Yes, overall life. Sometimes, as we started with the session, and we spoke that certain people are toxic. And now, actually, I replace the toxic word with the lack of wisdom. They are beautiful creatures of divine, but they are having lack of wisdom. So now, a person who has understood the session, who has understood the PIP of NLP, he is going to analyze. He is going to check the other person who is troubling them, that why he's troubling me. Maybe this person, for example, it can be anyone, it can be boss and the employee, it can be mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law. And now the daughter-in-law can see that if she is growth oriented and the mother-in-law is love and connection, she's always wanting to sit with the daughter-in-law, she always wanting to go out with her, to give her gifts and to find love in whichever way. And the daughter-in-law is super ambitious in life, she's always busy in work. But when she understands that, she's going to soothe her with lot of her time, she can spend time with her, she can plan for certain holidays where all can go together somewhere and give her that ample of time, the her share that she deserves, the mother-in-law deserves. And on the other hand, if the in-laws, if the parents are understanding that my child is like this, apart from being so much growth oriented and so much intelligent, so much learning, they want to do some contribution to the society, the parents should lead them on the path. And we have seen that sometimes parents guide a lot, this is not the way, you can find profit, so you should job. But wants to do one day week somewhere contribution to the society, he's not getting the support from the mother, father. And then it creates a kind of a tough war inside his being, because the soul calling is always wanting for the contribution. So we should always understand when it is a love and connection case, when it is a growth oriented, and sometimes the children, like for example, the sons and daughters are elder enough and they find my mother is growth oriented. At the age of 70, she wants to, fulfill her not fulfilled dreams of her childhood or of her young days. So they should try her to uplift. I personally know certain working women where their sons are uplifting her, they are teaching her in technical terms, they are telling her to turn into a life coach or turn your upscale your business, and we are there for you. So making that new version of that mother who is just a teacher, but when the children, the sons are uplifting her, upscaling her, or educating her that how she can upscale her business and become a businesswoman, so that will boost the energy of the family. So when we sit as a family, like if this session somebody is watching, watch it with the family, share it with your friends so that they will understand, and share it with those people who do not understand you. You want them to understand like how you are. So now everybody should sit and find out which are the two first most, like the top two needs that you are operating from. Your first, when you will close your eyes, you will sit with yourself, you will understand which one you like to do more. And then when you know that these are my two needs, then you connect with those people. Growth minded people should connect with growth minded people. They are going to enjoy a lot. The people who are into contribution, when they make friends like that, they are going to enjoy life. Even though they don't meet, even though it is online contribution, they are going to cherish those relationships because that mindset is suiting. That purpose of life is suiting well, and they feel the life is complete. So, like this, we can make our life beautiful by using the knowledge and using that awareness model, which I call as ABC, which is awareness before change. So, before changing any relationship, before changing your life, awareness is very, very important. And ABC model, when we use, we understand how we can have good knowledge about life using PIP.
Yes, dear. Thank you so much, ma'am. I
That's
really like the way you put the ABC model towards the end. You focused on the PIP NLP model. And that really, gave me it all the six. You've explained so clearly and so well how we could improve our lives. And it is an eye-opener for many of us, especially for me and our guests. And our virtual audience also will benefit from this session called as the PIP NLP part. No, it's like it comes under the same category, right, ma'am? It is connected with NLP. And you really made us understand like how we could connect with each other, getting to know to which zone you belong, either to the uncertainty zone or maybe to the growth zone or to the love and the connection part. You really put that very well. And I really felt that I'm somewhere in this where I should now know my partner now. Where is he like, and get to know more. You gave us a clarity on how to find out the people around us, to get an insight into relationships, into life. You also mentioned about the child helping the parents to, in technological terms, and vice versa. Parents also guide their children. That's really very nice. And once you understand the people around you with the help of PIP, NLP, you can transform lives. You can really create a better world, a happier world, and a happier you. That's very nice, man. Thank you so much. Very much impressed, and like I didn't know all of this. I really didn't know. And today, when it was just eye opening, and I was like cautiously listening to what you are going on sharing, to get to know like where I am in this six, where I am. Now I have to do, that's a homework for me to find out where I stand among all of those six which you have shared. That's really nice. Thank you for your time, ma'am. Thank you for all the energy. I love this. You attract those people with your vibes. Your vibes attract your tribe. You say that, and you're one wonderful angel with us. Thank you for being with us as always. Looking forward to the next session, and I hope that the people out there would definitely benefit from the session and take the session to be as a transformational session in your lives, called as PIP NLP. Dear ma'am, would you like to share something else, dear? Before that, I'd like to just go back to Tanlakshmi ma'am. Tanlakshmi ma'am? Yes, dear. I guess, yes, ma'am. Thank you for joining. Yes, ma'am, you can unmute yourself. If possible, you can share. Hello, ma'am.
Ma'am?
Yes, hello, ma'am, and good
Hello.
evening. Good evening. Am I
Hello, ma'am?
Yes, am I audible? Oh, okay, I guess there's a network issue. Can you hear us, ma'am? She's all the way connecting from Sri Lanka, and I guess now she must be in Chennai, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, yes, she's all the way from Sri Lanka, and I hope that we have the connection connected to her, maybe. Okay, we'll wait. Ma'am, if you can unmute and share something for a minute.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you.
Yes.
Yes, dear. Would you like to share something?
What to say?
I've seen you giving her a wonderful comment. So then, would you like to say something? She's been training us on NLP, and that's called as the pre-installed psychological needs. So it was a wonderful session. Of course, you came a little late. You were there in the session. Thank you so much. I purposely sent her the invite wanting her to join us. So then that's really nice that she was with us. Dear ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. So.
Thanks a lot, ma'am.
Yeah. You can, yes. She's joined back again. Yes, dear. Would you be able to come on camera? Okay, fine. No worries, ma'am. No worries. Priyanka, ma'am? Yes, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Lakshmi, ma'am? Yes, you're on camera?
Hi.
Okay, hi. That's really nice to see you on camera. That's great. Wonderful.
Okay, ma'am.
Where are you now? In Sri Lanka or you're in Chennai? Are you in Sri Lanka or in Chennai? Okay, dear. Okay, fine. Fine, ma'am. Yes, Priyanka, ma'am? Am I audible, yes, Priyanka, ma'am?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, dear. Ma'am, would you like to share something before we end the session, ma'am? Over to you, Priyanka, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. I would like to say,
Can't hear, ma'am.
Yes, Priyanka ma'am, over to you.
The voice is
yes,
not clear. Hmm.
Yes, ma'am, Priyanka ma'am, over to you.
I would like to say that when we think everybody is connected to each other, we should focus.
I guess there's a network connection, ma'am. There's a network connection, I guess. Yeah, I guess, friends, there's a network connection. We'll get connected with our guest. Soon we thank her for the NLP session where she has concentrated on the pre-installed psychological needs of every individual. We'll wait for her to join back. Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Over to you.
I just wanted to say that life is really beautiful, and as we have come with the entry ticket, we all know, and we never know when is the return ticket. So it is always advisable, it is always beautiful to make this life a worthwhile and leave back a beautiful legacy where people can utilize our wisdom, the life experiences, we can uplift somebody. We should always focus on creating a vibe, good ripple effect of awareness to us. So we can leave this world in a better format.
Yes, dear friends. We've been disconnected again with our guest, and this is the challenge of the common man. And this is what we want to tell all of you, that we are the common people with the ups and downs, and we'll bounce back with resilience. And our guest will bounce back. We'll just wait for her. In a second, she'll be here. Yes, dear ma'am. Is everything okay?
Yes, I'm regret for the connection at my end. It's quite unexpected.
Yes, you can go
It
off the
doesn't
video.
happen this way.
You can switch off the video and only connect with the audio, ma'am. Then I guess it would be fine.
Yes. So we can always try, we can always work to make this world a beautiful place to live. And that is the message from me today for all the audience, for everyone here. And thanks for inviting me here again. And it is always my great pleasure to be here, to learn, to share my wisdom with everyone. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, Fabtalks.
Thank you, Priyanka, ma'am. We love you the way you are. And this is the challenge of the common man. We will not give up. We will fight back with resilience. We will, have this growth mindset, bounce back after every challenge that we face. And so we love you for coming back on screen in spite of the technical issue. We are happy that you're connected. We'd like to see you on camera for a moment and then we could sign off, ma'am. Yes, dear.
Sure.
Yes, dear friends, ma'am will be with us for a second and then we end the session. We would like you to understand that this is the challenge of the common man, and here ma'am is with us. Yes, ma'am. Nice to see you back again. Yes, on camera. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, dear. Ma'am, thank you so much. And we'd like to end the session now with your permission. I'd like to end the session. We'd like to even thank Tanlakshmi ma'am for being with us here with us.
Thank you
Okay,
for
ma'am.
joining us from wherever you are.
Couldn't hear anything,
Nice.
ma'am.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. We have certain technical issue from the other end. Anyways, thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot. Stay safe. My dear friends, this is the end of the International Fab Talks for today. We had a small session on PIP NLP, and we'd like to end the session. Of course, we'll be back again with our guest and our celebrity. She is Priyanka Arora, the life designer, who's there like a phoenix to rise up again after every fall, rise up again and face life. We want you to do the same. Never give up. Keep trying. You will succeed. And if you don't, again try. You will succeed. No matter how many times you fail, keep on trying till you succeed. Yes, dear ma'am, you're back again. I was waiting for you and prolonging the session. So thank you. And we'll say a bye-bye to each other. Thank you so much. Priyanka ma'am, would you like to share something?
Happy
Okay.
Happy times to all of you. Keep smiling and keep inspiring.
Thank you, dear. And God bless. Stay safe. Yes. It's a good night from all of us. from the International Fabtalks.